right, and we're back with another episode, and joining me today, Steve Newsome. How's it going, man?
It's going great, Cody. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. Dude, it's been forever. When's the last time we sat down and chatted with each other?
Oh, I don't know. You're gonna gonna hook me with that one. It's been at least a year or better. Well, 2 years, I guess, because we had a whole COVID gap in there. So
yeah, something like that. Crazy. Well, I've definitely have some new viewers and stuff. So for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from.
I'm a singer-songwriter out of Stony Plain, Alberta. And I've been doing this for going on, I guess about 8 years now professionally, and got a couple albums out now. We've been doing lots of recording through this COVID gap, and yeah, we've been, born and raised Alberta.
Perfect. Love it. And what a crazy year it's been. COVID, pandemic. What have you been doing to keep busy and get yourself through it?
Like most of the musicians, we all had to find day jobs to try and make ways meet and ends meet. And so I've maintained being able to drive truck and do some deliveries that way and keep things rolling. But aside from that, on the music side, we've been doing lots of adventures and lots of exploring on different avenues and different opportunities that we could still keep the music going and still keep viewers happy and keep people interested and keep the wheels going. I've been doing some writing and doing lots of recording. Been trying to do our best to record anyways. It's definitely a different process now that the COVID thing is. We can't have too many people in a room. So it's not like it used to be where you'd have the full band come in and we'd kind of incorporate everybody and you kind of get a feel and the groove for the song. But I still think the products came out just perfect the way we were after it. And, we did a lot of work. At the beginning, Bart McKay was our producer and engineer. He came up from Saskatoon.
Nice.
And we had studio space up here that we were able to try to figure out how to make it all work. And then the last song, when we got coming out here right away, is I went down to Saskatoon to his studio. So, yeah.
Nice. And what would you say has been your biggest struggle through the COVID?
Biggest struggle through COVID? Probably trying to figure out how to do online things.
Okay.
Like I said, we've tried doing a couple of shows, and I do apologize to anybody that's seen those shows. It's very tough when you're sitting in a room with a camera sitting in front of you. The camera is probably one of the tougher things to do, even when you're on stage with a bunch of people around. But the energy is one of those things that really suffers when you're doing a live show on a camera and trying to put it out live and stuff like that. And when you haven't got the feel, it's like playing the worst show of your life because there's no audience reaction. You can't see people's faces, whether it's too loud or too quiet. And then you're trying to read comments while you're trying to interact with them. And it's definitely been a challenge. And, it's definitely not my forte, but we've tried to do our best to incorporate it and do what we can.
For sure. Okay. And what would be the one good thing you've taken from all of it?
One good thing I've taken from all of it. It's definitely been an opportunity to get back to some business and some, sorting through some of the details that we've, kind of rushed. This whole thing's kind of taken off big for me, and it kind of ran away on us for a while. And this whole COVID opportunity gave us an opportunity to, chase down some other avenues, explore some different options of how we could do music, and then also opened up some doors for being able to touch base and get tidied up with the business ends and stuff like that, and figure out how to do merch properly and those little details like that. Right. So the business side of things have definitely picked up a little better, and it's been good that way. So awesome. It's been nice to take a step back and take a break.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of artists were I didn't realize how busy I was until it all kind of stopped.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely. And especially now that things are starting to ramp back up again, schedules are going crazy, and it's like, wow, like
where you're so used to it before.
It's kind of nice to be able to say no, but in the same boat, it's you don't want to say no, right? You want to take these opportunities to get out and see the people again and get some music out and, bring some happiness to everybody again.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So you're a two-time winner at the International Singer-Songwriters Association. This year you're nominated three times for male vocalist, single, and video.
Right.
Both for your old single or your other single, Cold Beer Comedian. So First off, congrats on that. Second,
thank you.
Tell us how it feels to be nominated for these awards.
The nomination is always it's always a good feeling. Obviously, it's it's a sign that the efforts we've been putting in are being acknowledged, and that we are getting out there, and especially with the ISSA, it's the whole Songwriters Association there has been super and excellent for support and everything else, and getting connected with a lot of things, and there's not a lot of big names that are involved in it, but there's a lot of strong names and talented people. When you start looking at some of the other competitors or the other nominees in it, it's mind-boggling that we're you're sitting in the same class, and
right.
It's also it helps put it into perspective a little bit for me that it's we are going down the right way, and we are doing things a little bit better than we used to. So, it's always good that way.
Okay, cool.
But it's a great feeling. I'm super grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you were to end up winning, who's one person that you would immediately think of who helped you reach this milestone in your career?
Oh, that's the one person. There's so many, like my girlfriend Tammy, she's been doing lovely support with us and helping with the website, and she does all the great photos that you guys see, and she's obviously first and foremost. And then I got my manager and partner Jazz Matthews there. He's been doing great with DRC Music. He's been strong and pushing, I guess, is a little bit more of being assertive and putting the drive in behind me, getting a little bit further than where I was, just enjoying, singing around the campfires and hanging out with places. But, and then there's my mom and dad, without them, none of this is going to happen. Right. So
sure. Absolutely.
Always grateful for them. Yeah. You gotta, yeah.
Yeah. Can't forget them. Okay. Let's talk your newest single, Simple Things. Tell us about it and how it all came together.
This one here, we've been looking around for another song to put out. The writing aspect of it is the COVID thing. You always, when you get into certain circles or patterns, I guess, more than circles, you tend to find your music you're writing different styles than maybe you're wanting to release. So we kind of put it out to Bart, and he came back after. It was a long chase for some music to see what was going to fit and where we're wanting to go with the direction on the music. And Bart came back with this song, and I had a quick listen to it. I always try to listen to the song before I kind of look at who the writers are on it, just to kind of give yourself a clean slate and not get too jaded by who's behind the pen on them. And it was a catchy tune right off the bat. It was one of those ones that had great baritone sounds in the demo, so that helped, for me to connect with it a little bit more. But the whole message was just simplifying life and enjoying the simple things. And then we got looking at it a little closer, and turns out that it was a song written by the Brothers Osborne and Derek Patan. And well, you can definitely tell that the class of the song and the quality of the song was there because of the quality of the writers behind it. So it was kind of a no-brainer, and kind of ran it by some friends in the demo, and they're like, "Do you think this is in my line?" Because I was kind of worried it was a little too pop and not traditional country. But it was such a good line and a fit for my vocals. And I love Brothers Osborne, so how can you go wrong with that too, right?
Yeah.
So, and there's some flair of it. You'll definitely hear some styles of the Brothers Osborne's tunes in it, right? So
For sure. Okay.
yeah.
And with the release of this single, you guys are releasing Simple Things, the beer, and you teamed up with RavenWolf Brewing Company, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, there's a new brewery in town, and we got talking with them, and they like the thoughts of doing this co-beer thing, and it kind of went a little bit bigger than I thought it was. They actually put my face on the label as opposed to just a logo or something that was associated with the song. And we had originally tried doing something with a little bit more of the Corona, Mexican lager kind of stuff. Because I'm a Corona fan, even though I don't like this coronavirus.
Right.
But the single came out, and we kind of pitched it back to him, said, this is kind of going to be the next thing down the pipe here. So, what do you guys, maybe we could go a little different direction with it. And they came back saying, oh, we got something else in the works. We're already on it, and it's something we're wanting to do. And Simple Things couldn't have been a better title for it. So, they're going to put this beer to good use. And we got Saturday, the 3rd of July is our release for the single and the release for the beer. So we're looking forward to it. It should be a good Saturday night, and hopefully this weather's going to cool off a little bit for us, so it's not blazing hot. But anything's welcome, and I'm sure it doesn't much matter if it was raining or blazing suns. That people are going to be enjoying this music and hopefully enjoying this beer. So
absolutely, even if it's hot. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be drinking the beer.
That's super. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, buddy.
Yeah, it'll be good. Okay. So obviously with your launch party, everything else, what other shows do you have coming up that you can announce?
So far, there's a couple of shows in the line that we haven't had confirmations yet for releases. So they're kind of going to be getting information as we get the information back. Right now, there's still a lot of variables that are to consider and options that people are still kind of feeling out to see what we're able to do and what we're not able to do. And also, not wanting to go rushing into this either, right? We don't want a whole bunch of people getting sick and having to still return and get back on top of it. So the best thing to do is just keep in touch with us on the website, stevenewsome.com. And the Facebook page we're always kind of keeping interactive with that one. And we've got Twitter and Instagram as well up there. And, go to subscribe to it all and join us. We're having a good time.
Okay. This beer, is it light beer?
No, it's said to be a little bit more of the average beer. So
the average beer? Okay.
A little bit more of the lager. I'm not a huge beer, what do you call it? Aficionado.
Yeah.
They say it's going to be more of your standard of, if you're a fan of, anywhere from Molson's, Budweiser, Kokanee. I don't know where we're going to go.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's going to be more of that pale lager, I think it was called.
Okay.
Is what they referred to it. But
okay, that's good. It's more up my alley. I'm not a fan of the really dark beers, but Yeah.
Well, RavenWolf has got a huge selection too. So when you get there, make sure you get the sampler, because they got some other great lines of different options, and they're creative too. They got some great ones. So
sure,
I wouldn't do injustice trying to describe them for them.
Sure. Okay.
But we've liked everything they've had so far, so I can't go wrong with the Simple Things either. So
absolutely awesome. And all right, the release of your single, new beer. What's next for you?
We are going to enjoy some summer and some shows eventually. We got the ones that we do have coming down the pipe, we're really looking forward to them. Really, it's going to be great seeing some of the different faces out there and having some fun with it. So
perfect.
But yeah, that's about all we can do right now.
That's it, eh? All right, perfect. All right, guys. Sorry.
Oh, just keep planning to keep grinding away at it. So
yeah, absolutely, I agree. And I know, like, even for us, like video guys and media and stuff, where this year, like even Calgary Stampede, for example, we're very restricted on so many areas, but they're allowing just a little bit in there, like only in one spot. And it's like, we'll take what we can get, because it's understandable. Everyone's trying to get as much as they can, but everywhere's they're different. They don't want to, like you said, don't want to jump in too soon. Some want to go in all the way. Like just keep grinding away. That's it. Yeah. Cool.
That's all we can do.
Exactly. Cool. All right, guys, go grab Steve's newest single, Simple Things. And Steve, thanks so much, man. Thanks for hopping on.
Oh, thank you, Cody. You do so much for us all, and making the word spread a little bit extra is always helpful. So I do appreciate every little bit.
You bet. I try my best. Do what I can do. So awesome. All right. Well, you take care, and I'll see you at the party.
Sounds good there, Cody.
All right. Take care.